It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the AMP Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. Are we on an hour delay? Did they play something before us? Or?
Nope, we're just going live at 1 o'clock.
Going live at 1. We had to do some interesting arrangements, and this portion of the show is brought to you by Pizza Rica.
Can you roll that R?
Pizza Rica.
Nice job. What's his name, by the way? What's the owner's name? Adonis?
Of course he is. He's Adonis the Pizza Man.
I got to tell you that we got to go over, and no, I was not walking down the street. It would be like the morning after. We talked about that on the morning show in these shoes. Not happening. So sorry.
It's right down the block.
But I was very willing to meet you in my car.
Right down the block, Pizza Rica. I got to tell you, you get 2 slices of pizza and a soda for $5.
And they're big slices.
They're huge. There's no way in the world anybody can compete with that. Not even Costco.
You could have dinner there. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you can get a large pie for $10. Cash, pick up, carry out. That pizza would do you, how long could that pizza last you with those
3
8 slices?
3 days.
For $10, you can't beat that.
Can't beat this. And it's delicious. Tastes like New York style pizza. He used to have a pizzeria in New York. That's where he gets his stylish grin.
So he's got one located right here in Boca Raton on 20th Street and 2nd Avenue, right on the corner, and then one down in Hollywood across from the Hard Rock, the Guitar Hotel.
Yep. And we're going to be taking some footage live. We're going to be bringing.
Then I just realized that was like a woman's body, the Guitar Hotel.
What?
The Guitar Hotel.
The Guitar Hotel. But we're going to be bringing you some live coverage from there where he's making the pizza. He's going to talk to us on our remix call. We're going to Zoom it in starting next week. Have some fun. He's going to be at the tailgate. FAU tailgate at the football game this Saturday. And we're hoping to send somebody down there to join him.
Except they're all tailgating, except G-Man. I think he's going to go.
Yeah, I might go.
I might go. He's going to go chop it up.
We should go. I'm going to try to go by. The problem with this tailgating, man, is there's like 60,000 people there.
Did he just change?
I don't know what he is.
What are you wearing?
It's just the hat. That's all it changed.
It's just the hat.
Oh, there's
I
one-
got to tell you,
one
that
scary
thing he
dude.
made yesterday, there was slimy, greasy stuff all over the kitchen sink, Freddie.
That it was good to serve. I'm like, ugh.
It's good to serve, but you don't wash it all over the sink. I mean, the floor, everything.
Even the soap itself was slippery on the outside. It was just slimy, slippery everywhere. I don't know what was in that. There was not even oil.
Regret.
A whole lot of regret was in there.
Maybe, I think Satan had, I think the moose from yesterday needed a bit of God and a bit of Jesus and a bit of
The moose need a
holy
little bit
water
of
or
prayers.
something.
I don't know what to
Mr.
tell you.
Religious over here. But we got some exciting news coming up as well. We got some new shows that are going to start coming up. We're
In
going to have
November, yeah, some nice new shows.
we got some guests that are coming starting Monday. She's going to be on. We have a Saturday show. First time for me in 18 years that I'm going to be posting a Saturday show at 6:30 in the morning
A religious show.
for religion with
Spirituality, I should say.
Bob. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be all right. It's going to be dynamite. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going through a whole big change. JC Dreesen's tickets are on sale now for November 10th. Buy your tickets. And if you bought a ticket for the show tonight
It was canceled.
with Johnny T has been canceled, we'll refund you or give you a ticket to another
I
show.
took care of that this morning.
Did you? I had to delete. I couldn't postpone. Delete.
Delete. Anyway, if you haven't had lunch, get your Pizza Rica delivered. Go pick it up if you're in the Boca Raton area. Tell them the Brooklyn Cafe show sent you, or for dinner. They're there 7 days a week. I got to tell you, one of the most hardworking young men I've seen in a long time.
His sandwiches look delicious.
Those
Holy
subs?
smokes. $13, you can get a sandwich, a soda, some chips or something.
Can you
And the
believe what a
sandwiches
box
is
of
big.
chicken wings has gone up to at their cost?
I know.
That's just crazy. We had heard that, though. Just the cost of food is going up.
Everything's going up.
Everything is going up. All right.
What did she say?
Josh needs time to do something. I don't know what Josh needs time to do, but something.
I don't know, something.
You're going to talk about the JC concert.
Well,
a
the
little bit
JC
more.
concert, yeah. So look at this. That's what he wants to do. He wants to put JC up as we do a voiceover on it. This is JC's last concert, and everybody was jumping up and down at the concert. It was absolutely amazing. Why are you laughing?
I love that commentary. People were jumping up and down at the concert. It's like,
They
yeah.
were. What are you talking about? You were
Me,
going
I
like
was
this.
in the aisle.
You were going like this in the aisle.
Charlotte and I were down dancing in the aisle to Dancing Queen, I think is what we were in the aisle doing.
Even my son Gio took out his phone. His son, little Joey, was like this with the phone. And the guy in front of us kept saying, I'm getting hit by both sides.
Oh. But get your tickets. You can find it on Eventbrite. You can also find it at events.amp2.tv. Get your tickets for the JC Dreesen concert tickets. Groups of 10 or more, you're getting a discount. And just let us know when we will reserve the row for you so you can sit with your friends.
That's right, and we already did one of those.
Would you want to sit with your friends like one end to one end, or would you want like 5 and 5?
No, 5 and 5.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm not sure
Yeah,
what
we're
they
gonna
want, though.
we're gonna take 2 rows. Look at that concert. It was unbelievable. And as a special treat, we're gonna have G-Man in his buffer. With we gotta get Vlad back for that date. I gotta call him today because they have to help JC up and down on the stage. Maybe I get you the cufflinks.
Just in time for Halloween.
Just bring the dollars. So start buffing up, lifting that Pizzerita box.
All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. More to come on the other side. We've got a new segment we're starting on Thursdays with Pamela Chanel David, Executive Business Coach, talking about what it's like for Q4. And we're right in the middle of it. We're actually moving almost out of October, which I cannot even believe. We're halfway through October. What it's like to wrap up your business for 2023 and what to look forward to a new book launch in 2024. I cannot even believe I'm saying 2024.
I can't even say that.
More to come on
But
the other side of this break.
No,
Yes.
before we go to the break, we're going to have a little entertainment from Mr. Singer, if he would stand over by the mic. Are you ready? I guess he's ready. All right, so we'll be right back after this. Take it away.
Spell on you because you're mine. You better stop the things you do. I ain't lying. Yeah, I can't stand no running around. I can't stand people putting me down. I put a spell on you because you're mine. Stop the things you do. I and I am. I love you, I love you, I love you. Baby, I do. I don't care if you don't want me. I'm yours right now.
Amp Media Productions proudly announces Music Nights. We invite you to a 2-night concert event, November 10th and December 1st, starring J.C. Dreesen with her Salute to the Veterans. And True Rumors, the greatest Fleetwood Mac tribute band on the land. For more information and to grab your tickets, head over to events.amp2.tv. That is events.amp2.tv, and don't be late.
AMP2 Media Productions, in collaboration with True Oldies Radio and Comcast TV, bring you the opportunity to spotlight your business on Monday Night Football on ESPN. By targeting your preferred Comcast region, your commercial will be spotlighted during NFL and NCAA football season, reaching over 1 million viewers. Let AMP help you amplify your impact in the community. Contact us at 866-224-5422 to create your own commercial today.
Do you have an idea for a show or a podcast? Do you want the opportunity to be on TV? AMP Media Productions is partnered with True Oldies Real Radio Station and powered by many online platforms such as Roku, Facebook, YouTube, and even Amazon Fire to help amplify your impact. Do you want your voice to reach a wide audience? Call us today at 866-224-5422.
Le Sorel Restaurant, home of the authentic Italian tradition, offers a large menu that consists of seafood, steak, homemade pasta, brick oven pizza, and homemade desserts including a wide wine selection. We also have the best bar in Boca Raton with delicious cocktails, homemade limoncello, cappuccino, Italian espresso, brandy, and other specialties, open every day with a lunch and dinner menu. For more information or to make a reservation, contact lesorelrestaurant.com or call 561-235-5301.
If you've been injured in an accident that's not your fault and you don't have an attorney, listen up. We have legal professionals standing by to answer your questions and tell you what your case is potentially worth. Hi, I'm Gina along with spokesman Rob. So Rob, tell the folks at home who should call right now.
Just like you said, Gina, anyone who's been injured in an accident that was not your fault, you don't have an attorney, give us a call right now. We're going to answer all of your questions and we'll let you know what your case is potentially worth.
Thanks, Rob. You heard it, folks at home. Pick up the phone, call now.
South Florida's Good Time Oldies. Now, Boca and Delray Beach have their own oldie station. Catch us on 95.3 FM. It's the greatest rock and roll hits of the 60s and 70s. On South Florida's Good Time Oldies, 95.3 FM.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
If you call in, what's the phone number here?
888-994-4995. Studio
A.
You're going to have a date with Baxton.
If you know the Pokemon before the answer is revealed and you call in, I'll give you a couple of tickets to the movies of Delray.
Nice. It's Braxton. You notice they got the Braxton in there?
It's Maniac.
I don't know. I'm excited.
7-car pileup.
I'm looking forward to our next segment, though. We've got Pamela Chanel David. She's the host of The Reinvented Life, and we've worked with Chanel how many years already? 3-4 years?
27 years.
It's been a long time, and she was on hiatus for a little bit, but back for a new season of The Reinvented Life. But we're starting a new segment right here in the cafe, and it's Mindset of Success. And what's it take to get your business really acclimated and growing and geared up for the end of 2023 as we roll. Are you watching this? Twinkle toes over there into 2024.
Instead of going that way, You're
You
going
could go walk
this
that way. You could walk
Why don't you
that
go
way. Yeah, go that way.
The
Twinkle toes.
mind-
No, don't go through there because you're
No,
going
go
to take
that
out an
way.
entire studio. Go this way.
This way.
Watch this.
Just go this way.
way, and this way, and that way,
Out the door.
and then out.
Wow. Wow.
I envision
We're
your
live, but
studio
you guys see
going
what's
down.
going on now. Here, okay, let's bring Chanel over because.
Yes,
put the
roll
intro.
it.
And there she is. How are you?
I am great. I am so excited about this show, but I want some of that pizza. Oh my
Oh
goodness.
my gosh. Well, we have an idea for you. You know that seminar we talked about doing?
Yeah.
Maybe we're going to bring in some of their wares into the studio and bring it here. So that's another option we'll talk about.
Oh, I can't wait. We have such a fun launch for that. And whatever we do, I want that pizza in some way.
You got it.
Sounds so good.
I can only eat one. You know, I don't eat pizza, but today I had to make an exception because my goodness gracious, is it delicious? Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
We're really
I'm
excited
with you.
because it's right around the corner. You're going to be here for a book launch.
I am. I'm so excited to be there, and I'm so excited about this show. You know, bringing this vulnerability forward to people, not just in their life, but bringing it into their business. I'm so excited about it. It's going to be a game changer, and could not be doing this segment with two more favorable people because you guys really are the essence of what it's all about, which is constantly being open to change, constantly being open to reinvention, and moving things forward in a new way. That's the essence of what we're going to talk about, and I'm thrilled to be here.
Yeah, Florida is an interesting place. We're very seasonal here. And unfortunately, season gets shorter and summers get longer. So season here probably ends in June, and we run until really November. It used to be the Jewish holidays. People would start coming back. October for us in this industry is one of our slowest months, which we get through some, and you're right, I'm ready to get geared up and ready for Q4, and October hits, and everyone retreats, and then this war breaks out, right? Two wars, right? We've got Ukraine and Russia, and we've got the Middle East, and what it does impacting us as far as interest rates and housing rates, and we've had to cancel a couple events. We spoke to our good friends at the movie theater, and their movie sales are down the past 2 weeks. It seems like suddenly everyone is at this halt and at the beck and call of their television, which wasn't anything that we had planned on this segment. But talk about being fluid, right? This is the ebbs and flows of business.
Right. And I think that's a perfect way to entree, because no one can ever anticipate, even grapple or get a hold of the tragedy that we're watching us unfold in front of us. So I think what we have to do, and you're describing the culture traditionally of what happens to businesses in Florida. I'm coming to you, as many know, from California. And I think that's the first place to start, is that the nature of our businesses have shifted. And we have to go from a local to global perspective. So any places that people are listening or watching this from that are seasonal in nature need to start with the reality of what can their businesses be on a more global perspective. And during the down season, maybe in a local part of where they are, they can ramp up, which is what we'll get into, their businesses online, how they're reaching people. Even if they have local services, it's amazing what I've come up with clients to take their business more internationally. And I think that's where we have to start, because The focus of the world today is what is going wrong. And if we want our businesses to go from surviving to thriving, we must, it's an absolute must, concentrate on what we can do right. Hope that makes sense and a good place to start.
It does. It makes a whole lot of sense. I got to tell you, always constantly looking to better our delivery, where we're putting it, how we're putting it. This is one of the reasons I've been with the radio station for 20 years, and these products have to be put on the bigger venues. And I've been talking to my son and to Dawn this morning, I would like to open up an app television set. So AMP is going to have its own app with TV on it. We're looking at different ways of doing that. It's not cheap to be able to deliver content, but it's on the OTT market. Now, we have a little experience with OTT, even though you don't know it, with Roku in Europe, because it's a different way of delivering it. But psychologically, if people start believing in their products more, they will take it to other dimensions, other ideas, trying something, even if you don't know if it's going to be successful, not successful. Take advantage of the strengths you have, because it improves the weaknesses that you live with as a business.
Can I ask you, without revealing obviously your clients, maybe some specifics on the type of companies you've worked with and how you've changed it? Like, is it a t-shirt company? Is it a makeup company? So
Well,
it
I
becomes a
think
little relatable.
really a very good place to start, and what I wanted to share with you next, and Freddie, it's right along the lines with what you're talking about, is actually educating people on how, through your new platform, through your new app, they can achieve some success. And Dawn, to your question, during the pandemic, and it's a very similar situation now, in that in many ways people are retreating, or local businesses aren't getting the foot traffic, as an example, and they put themselves in the box of a local business. So let me share with you a client that I had very early on during the pandemic in 2020, and they were a local Italian restaurant for generations. The restaurant had been in business for over 50 years, and it was now the grandchildren of the founder that are running it. A local restaurant doesn't really traditionally have a way to go global or even international with their business. They're serving food locally. So, of course, like many restaurants throughout the country during the pandemic, they made a shift. They didn't necessarily have the indoor dining as they were used to. They actually increased their to-go business, and that part in and of itself wasn't that unusual. But here's the part that actually changed the trajectory of the restaurant. Upon my recommendation, we took that to another level. We took their local clientele and then expanded it to clientele everywhere by taking them into their kitchen. 50 years of history, 50 years of incredible recipes that they were serving up, food they were serving up to only local people. We took them into the kitchen, we brought camera in, we actually started filming the chef, and the clientele moved from actually dining in to creating the recipes that were so well known by this restaurant on their own in their own kitchens.
So they didn't feel as if, Chanel, they didn't feel as if they were going to be losing business by giving up their recipes?
Correct, because traffic had slowed down so much during the pandemic, or even now as people are hesitating going out. They shifted from the thought process of scarcity, which would be we're going to give up business by giving away our recipes, to they actually created and monetized it for their business. People ended up purchasing a membership into their cooking school.
Wow.
And it was a shift in mindset from scarcity to abundance. There are still people, even if they have the recipe, even though if they know how to make something, they want the privilege of going out and being served and the experience of not having to make it and clean it up. But there are people that wanted this, what we ended up calling virtual cookbook. And people bought a membership. They got a weekly cooking lesson. They got to know the chef on a more intimate basis, because oftentimes you can go to the restaurant for years, but not necessarily know who's in the kitchen. So what was great about it is the chef actually could tell stories of their upbringing in Italy, how they transitioned from going from Italy to America and bringing these recipes with them.
So it brings in like the transparency and the vulnerability of making it relatable, right? Making business relatable.
It became very relatable, and it stood as a model. And the most important business message that we can start out with is, how do we create business models that are duplicatable? So whether it be, funny as this sounds, the local car dealership or the local locksmith or the local dry cleaner or the local art business, what they have in common is they are serving local patrons, local clientele. And the first thing in transitioning and reinventing anything, whether it be life or business, is shifting to a new thought. So in this case of a local Italian restaurant, shifting from a local to global was the pivotal change they needed. And then we helped put in place things that could support that. So if there is
it's interesting.
local,
We had somebody come in today, and we've always really stayed away from doing religious or political shows and taking a stance on that, just because of the nature of the controversy of what it is. But a lot of things that we've done lately have become spiritual based and a little more religious based. And then a show walked in today, a gentleman walked in who wants to create this platform and put it on the radio. And it's not about being Christian or Catholic or Jewish. It's about the journey of spirit, hope, and faith, and the journey that he has taken. And we're actually brokering Weekend Time, which you talked about, that we've never done before, to put in a faith-based radio show. And it's not about, and we talked about it this morning, what you believe in, as long as you believe. Doesn't matter whether you're green, purple, Catholic, Christian, atheist. As long as you have hope, there's hope.
Well, the object of the game, you should believe in yourself. And he believes his journey has brought him to this point, and he's going to put it out there. And you don't have to listen. You can listen. But if it gives you a glimmer of hope and says you too can have this hope, we all have it, with making a movie with Sally Bernard. And her movie is simply called Aldo. And you have to understand what that means. Finding your inner voice. That's all this movie is about. It's remarkable.
That's what you think it's about?
That's what it is for me.
Oh, see, it's not funny because I have a different take on it.
But this is what it's all about. You can have 100 takes. You know, it's funny. Amazon is the biggest company in the world. And if I tell you Amazon, everybody knows what it does. It sells everything. There isn't anything that they don't sell, that they deliver it right to your door in 100 different ways. Or you could pick it up if you want it even faster. They started out small, and they've grown into this convenient way of shopping. People tell me all the time, oh, if I couldn't live if I didn't have my Amazon.
But do you feel it's, I don't want to say a cop-out, but almost like a throwback to COVID? We have to pivot again. We're trying to survive again. It feels like we're always, small businesses are always in this survival mode, where big business, they're just going and soaring corporate.
There's a lot of companies, big companies.
Although I guess in San Francisco, you've seen a lot of stores closing
What
in your
about the
downtown
banks?
areas,
You've
right?
seen banks close down. They have problems too.
Yeah, so it's all relative to scale. So whether, I think the biggest detriment to business is categorizing itself, quite frankly, into small business, mid business, large business. The key to it is start out with the basics. Whether you're a $100,000 a year business, $1 million a year business, or $1 billion a year business, a large business doesn't sail through the trajectory of change any easier than a small business. So I prefer to think of a business as a business rather than put it into a category. In fact, the larger volume actually is up against a harder trajectory because of the numbers and the audience that they're serving is so much bigger than a smaller volume business. So if a business starts,
Interesting.
I got a
Don't
question.
categorize yourself.
But I got a question.
Okay.
Is it always comparing yourself to what you did last year to be successful? In other words, if I sold $1 last year, does success start at $1.01? Or does the success start that I'm there for the second year? Where does success, how do you measure success?
okay, so there's a couple answers to that. One, I never suggest with my clients that they compare themselves to last year, because who's to say that they actually maximize last year? In other words, the way to measure success is to take a look very carefully and very truthfully about where a business is, and then start to set some new metrics about where you want to be. So the dollar success of a business can be measured not necessarily against something that was, but can start to be measured against metrics of where you want to be. That's number one. Number two, and even more important today, is the psychological, is the emotional success that any kind of business owner, business leader, CEO, entrepreneur is having with doing what they're doing. I'm going to give you an example, another example, Dawn, of a reinvention of a local business that I worked with. And it's going to speak to this. So there was a local shoe store that I was working with back in 2020. Sold shoes locally. That's what they knew. That's what they knew for decades. And they never thought of it in any other way than that. But the business continued to decline over years, probably from about 2010, 2011, all the way up through 2020. And there was a lot of factors of that. The demographics in the neighborhood were changing. Amazon and buying shoes online, whether it be Amazon or other major shoe companies, were escalating in terms of their power to the consumer, and a lot of other reasons why this business was declining. So if, Freddie, to your point, you took a look and measured the success in, let's say, 2019 against 2018, you wouldn't be doing yourself justice, because the business had already declined from its potential. So setting new metrics was the key. But now you're in the middle of the pandemic. Customers don't want to come and have their traditional shoes tried on and being so close to the person in front of them. So how did we solve that with them? We looked at the strength that they did have. They had tremendous style discernment. They had tremendous education on fitting people with shoes. And we took a look at, again, what they did have, so the strengths of what they did have versus what they didn't have, which was foot traffic, good demographics, up against the giants, the gorillas in the shoe industry, and we modified what they did. And this is the key. There was no one out there doing shoe seminars on how important good fit with your shoes are, and how it affected posture, and how it affected overall health, and how you could still have all that and still find style. And instead of becoming up against it, it was a matter of join forces. And they became a referral to other shoe companies, worked out arrangements with those shoe companies so that they were paid, in essence, referral fees for every single one of those pairs of shoes that were bought because of their recommendations. It was a total mindset shift of what happened. And this is something that every business could do. They can take a look at what is it that they are doing right and deliver that to their consumers in a new way.
All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the importance of the end of this quarter. Why is it so important? And then you've got some exciting things coming up. So hang tight. More to come on the other side of this commercial break. We'll be right back with Mindset of Success, Youth Tour with Pamela Chanel David.
Do you want the opportunity to have a TV show or podcast? Now, at Amp Media Productions, you can host your very own visual broadcast anywhere around the world. With our talented group of creators, we will provide you with show elements, board operations, and any on-screen visuals you'd like to showcase. All you must do is log onto your computer and communicate with your viewers. Contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422 or email hello@amp2.tv to start your own show today.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
What if this happened to you when you're alone? Or what if it happened here? With MedGuard Alert, you're never alone. You can connect with medical professionals anywhere, anytime. And now MedGuard is introducing our exclusive new Care Watch. If you need help quickly, use it from anywhere to contact medical professionals. No cell phone required. The Care Watch is not only a life-saving medical alert device, it's a revolutionary health monitoring system that checks your blood pressure, heart rate, oxygen saturation, and much more. And here's the best part. If you have Medicaid, you may qualify to get your Care Watch for free. The Care Watch is only available through MedGuard Alert. Call us right now. We have monitoring programs starting as low as $1 a day. The call is free, activation is free, shipping is free, and no contract is required. Remember, with Medicaid, you may qualify to get your Care Watch for free. Don't wait. Call us to get your Care Watch right now. Operators are standing by.
Love the Brooklyn Cafe? Don't miss out on some of the latest merch we have available. Need a new shirt? The Brooklyn Cafe has you covered. We have a variety of shirts in all sizes, ranging from the classic cafe shirt to the highly coveted colorful hot dog shirt. Need something for cold weather? Why not grab one of our cafe hoodies? Or you can snuggle up with one of our soft silk touch fabric blankets. The Brooklyn Cafe has everything you need, from clothing about the show to our signature coffee blends and mugs. Get it while supplies last.
Amp Media Productions is excited to announce our expansion into North Miami. With our experienced team of radio and TV professionals, we are dedicated to bringing North Miami the highest quality audio and visual production services. Whether you need radio or television commercials, podcasts, music videos, or audio and visual storytelling, we can provide the solutions to help you reach your goals. Our team is reliable, innovative, and creative, and we're ready to help you develop the perfect product. With our competitive rates and personalized service, you can trust that your project is in the best hands. Contact us today to get started on your project. 866-224-5422.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back. You know, it's interesting because you want to keep momentum going, you know, and I'm afraid that if I keep my eye off the prize, that the momentum that we've been building up is going to stop. So every day it's another new adventure. See, in our business, it's an everyday occurrence. Success for me is every day to try. You don't have to be successful, but you got to try. And this is another episode. I love talking to her in California. I think a lot of people talk about doing this. A lot of people swear they're going to do this, and very few people do it.
Well, I'm excited because we only have about 3 minutes left. You have a new book that's coming out, the first of the year, and we're going to be doing a book launch down here in Florida, I believe, next month.
Yes, we are going to do the pre-launch there in Florida. Again, I think it's taking a more
unmute yourself.
a larger, bigger perspective.
Unmute you. You got to
Your
unmute
computer
you.
muted.
Okay, you're good. Say that again.
I didn't do anything. Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Oh, good. I didn't touch it. I'm glad you can hear me. No, I'm just saying it's so exciting to be able to take things outside of your local geographic area and bring it otherwise. And there's no place I'd rather launch than with the energy and the creativity that you all have established there. So very excited about it. We're going to do a pre-launch with you down in Florida in December about this book. And it's about exactly, Freddie, what you already touched on, which is one of belief. And when you believe, it is so powerful. So that is what our book is about. It is actually the disbeliefs and the limiting beliefs that people have that's stopping them. So the success comes from turning that around. And again, no place we'd rather do that than with all of you that is in constant mode of reinvention.
We're really excited. I know we're looking at the middle of December to do this launch. I believe December 14th.
That's December 14th, yes.
December 14th. Okay. Well, like I said, the belief about trying, about making an effort, about doing the things that people say you're never going to do it. I love it when they tell me you're not going to get that done. Oh, it's impossible. But now they don't do that anymore. Now they sort of look at me sideways and they go, I think he's going to pull this off. And I love it. I love when it works. I love it when it doesn't work, but it does work. And I love it when it doesn't work, but you tried. And at the end of the day, you find a way of saying, you know, listen, next time we do this, we're going to do it better. That's what I love. And the book coming out, the message being sent, just having you on the set from here, East Coast, West Coast, where we talked about this for years to get this accomplished. To me, it's a home run. Absolutely a home run.
We're really excited.
And I know we're limited and we're saying goodbye, but I'd love to leave this nugget for all the business owners, all the people running businesses, all the entrepreneurs, everyone out there in terms of business is constantly be in a state of evaluation, constantly be in a state of taking inventory about what you're doing and how you're doing it. Just because it's been one way doesn't mean that even tomorrow, 30 days from now, 90 days from now, or a year from now, it needs to be done in the same way. Environments change, conditions change, and it's helping businesses keep relevant in accordance with that change that becomes that game changer flavor.
I love it. This is such an exciting segment. I know you're going to be back on Wednesday for the Reinvented Life show, and we're going to continue this on Thursdays through the end of the year.
I love it. I love the concept of it. I love to see it come together. Hopefully, maybe there'll be a concert when you show up with the timing. It'll be nice. It'll be perfect because we want to put you on stage with us as well. November 12th, we're going to be at the Suncove Cove Amphitheater. We're going to be on stage. I told the crew I'm going to give you a 2-hour window for you to display.
She's not here in November. She's here in December.
I know, but it's still with this program.
Oh, okay.
I'm giving them an opportunity to be on stage, and this is their opportunity to tell 3,000, 4,000 people who we are. I mean, how many opportunities in life? And I tell them, look around you. How many people can you point and say they had that opportunity? And they all look at themselves and say, you know, you're right. You got to take a chance, and you got to do it. Calculating success is always the goal, and it all begins with believing in yourself.
So thank you so much, Chanel, for joining us. More to come.
Thank you for having me. Info at the Reinvented Life for anyone that's listening, watching this, want to reach me. You know, we're doing great things in collaboration, and this is a perfect example of how to increase businesses aligned with each other.
Thank you so much. All right, we're going to see you soon. More information to come.
See you soon.
Have
All
a great
right.
one.
Thank you, hon. See you soon.
Bye-bye.
I got to tell you. And they tell me to stay here.
All right, because they're going up there. All right,
Apparently
we're doing
they
some
are,
set swapping, apparently.
I want to see what the green screen looks like, but you got mics? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so
I
it's
guess
Gen Z
we're-
slang
I
today.
guess
These
we're
are three
ready.
interesting
Oh,
words. Receipts, bricked, and catch these hands.
Isn't it I before E except after C?
I got schooled by the teacher.
I thought it was a new word I didn't know.
No. So
Because you could have totally said, no, that's not what I meant. I mean, like receipts as receipts.
Yeah, so receipts are like if someone's like telling you something's wrong, but you have the receipts, like you have the text messages to prove it. So you have proof. You have something to bring them back on. So like, oh, they said X, Y, and Z. I have receipts. I have proof. Like that's what receipts mean. So that's what you say.
Or like you can be like, where are the receipts? Like if someone says like, you told me this, you could say like, where are the receipts? Like,
where's your proof?
I get the Freddie said.
Yeah.
Wow.
You didn't even know it was spelled wrong. Look, we left him on the word. Look at his face. He's still on what?
I thought it was spelled right. That's the way That's the way I
got
spelled
it.
Family,
We still
what do you
have
think?
Freddie.
That's the way I
He's
spell
still
it.
left on the, what did she just
No,
say?
you know what I'm left at?
What?
Bring the girls up again. Bring the ladies up again. Look at that background.
It's spectacular.
Great.
What the hell's Josh talking about? This is perfect.
It was a whole side thing. It was the size of the boxes.
What did he say?
This is the one he set up.
But you told me to get off the set because it wasn't working. No. I don't want to see what you're talking about. I want to know why I didn't get some of that.
But I love the receipts. I'm looking at you. You go like, IE.
Yeah. Except that to see. Who the hell remembers that? What is that, a nursery rhyme?
I before E except after C,
Is that
or
a
when
thing?
followed by A as in neighbor or way.
I've never
Wait,
heard of that. It's kind of
holy
cool.
The rest of it?
Guys, that was
No,
a
you
teacher.
can go back and forth.
Did you know I was a teacher?
Wow, I'm gonna tell you,
An
my teacher
educator.
ever came out with anything like that. I says, I exit stage
She's like,
left.
that's the rest of it, or when sounded like A as in neighbor or way. Like neighbor is NEI, but it sounds like NA.
All of these college graduates, and they're all wondering where the hell did that come from?
Hey, like that.
Did you guys know that?
No.
You didn't know it either, right?
Dawn,
And you're a journalist.
Here's our next segment. You know, we have Freddie's stories, Dawn's teachable moments.
Yes, that'd be so good.
Josh, that's our next segment.
We'll make the visuals. We'll make
No,
the visuals.
I don't like that. I got a headache already.
All right, what's the next one?
The next one, there's two meanings. One of them is inappropriate. One of them is not. So brick. So in New York, when it's cold, that means you're brick. So it's very, very, very cold. Like it's just a cold time out there. And then the other meaning, you want to explain it, Grace?
Wow, okay.
I'm throwing under the
She
bus.
made the word and then make me explain it. It is it's when
Well, Freddie would say she's built like a brick house.
Yes.
No, so bricked is so
I don't know how to say
the
it.
excitement of a man. I'll say that. That's the most appropriate way to
so
say it.
he's built bricks.
No, he's
No,
bricked.
when he's
bricked.
like bricked up.
He's bricked
He's
up.
bricked up. So they took it from the women to the men.
It's like when you
What?
got
It's only men that are bricked up?
yeah, because men have a certain body part women don't
where they get
have.
bricked.
Getting bricked up is like
Or like he's bricked. Yeah.
See, but back in our day, it was the woman's boobaliciousness of her bricks. Now it's the guy's
That's
brick.
cool.
Yeah.
It was more than just boobalicious. It was she's built like a brick house means.
Right.
Oh, she has a body.
Right.
She's
And
thick.
now it's the guy's brick.
So how come the guys get the negative and the girls get the positive?
Why is that negative?
No, being bricked is a
it's
negative.
He's
That's
bricked
probably-
up?
That's probably
It's like-
positive.
you
bricked
could
up?
say like, oh, she's making me bricked up, or like I
Yeah.
am bricked up.
Like, I'm
after
bricked up
looking
right
at
now.
her.
But that's not a good thing.
Why?
I mean, it's like you're.
It's neutral. It's aroused.
It means
Like
the man
aroused.
is
yeah.
aroused and he's happy.
Or like if I walk
it's like-
past there, I'm gonna get bricked up.
How many ways can we
I'm not
explain
as
this?
educated as you, big boy.
We're back on
Is
RECIE.
that homo thing you were saying?
No,
The
that's
homose-
about it's about the male
What was that we were
vernacular
talking
being.
about?
Should we go into men's health?
No, let's talk about that.
So when a
Homus
guy
erectus.
gets aroused, there's certain things that happen to his
No. We
body.
did that the other day. I ain't going through that no more. Homus erectus.
That was when a man stands straight up. That's nothing to do with his
Brick
member.
is homus erectus.
Oh my
Yes.
God! Yes, that's good.
Precisely.
Precisely.
See?
Sure.
I get the vernacular.
Stand
You
right
missed
up.
it, Teach. You missed it.
And then
Oh,
the
man.
last one.
This went from an English lesson to an anatomy.
Yeah, let's say, yeah,
Real
let's
fast.
English to
Welcome
science
the
real quick.
cafe.
Is is catch these hands. That means you're ready to fight. Like you want to catch these hands. You want to fight. You want to go outside. Like
Where the
let's-
It's like what you put on WhatsApp today.
Catch the fade.
Where do you guys grow up from? Where do you catch these hands?
like
You know, like earlier when G-Man was like, "Oh yeah, like I'm coming as backup," he could have said, "They're about to catch these hands."
yeah.
Like that. That would be like a proper way
Like if
of
someone's to
using it.
threaten you, you would be like, oh, he better come catch these hands if he's gonna threaten me. Blah blah
You know,
blah.
if somebody were to say to me, what is it, fade?
Fade. We're gonna fade it up.
I would try to wonder, what are we going to play cards? What does
Well,
that
he
mean?
said today we were out. I'm going to slide in. I don't even think the guy knew what you meant. And he's young. You and I certainly don't know. I'm going to slide in.
I don't even want to know. I don't want to tell you what that used to mean in my day. So I.
Nah.
Still means that, but not in that.
There's a
It's all about
vernacular.
context.
for it.
It's all about
clues.
like bricked
It's
can
what?
either mean you're cold or bricked can mean stand right up.
Context clues.
Context clues.
Bad can mean good, and bad can mean bad.
Why can't you guys just speak English? Why can't we say
Bricked is a word
erectus
in
is
English.
erectus? And why do we got to have all these words?
He's like, what's a context clue?
What the hell is that?
You have to take the idea under context instead of out of context.
Like using the rest
Oh,
of the
you really
sentence
clear
to
that
figure
up.
out the meaning of the word.
Right.
What?
Using the rest of the sentence to figure out the meaning of the word that you don't know.
Like I'll say Grace is pissing me off. She better catch these hands. You know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't mean I'm gonna hold her hand. You know, I'm like catch
But
them.
why can't you just use English? You're gonna catch these hands. You're asking her to a fight, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so why don't you say, why don't we go outside and take care of this, and that's it? Why you gotta go to catch the hands, catch my foot, smell my arms,
Or like
get bricked.
Like,
bricked.
you're- like let's say you're on a like a guy's on a date. He can text his friends. This
be
girl's
like,
got me bricked
we're
up
done
in
right now,
Chili's
like a-
tonight. Like
a guy will
Wow.
write that?
yeah, like that would be like a.
Or my friends will be like,
I've said
he's
that.
bricked right now.
G-Man,
so-
I'm gonna tell you right now. If you ever tell me you're on a date and this lady got you all bricked up, that's it. I'm gonna block you and I'm gonna get rid of you. Yeah, that don't make no sense. What do you mean?
Yes, it does.
Sense. It makes perfect sense.
I'll be
makes
like, oh, my
perfect
boyfriend's
sense.
still in the car because he's still bricked or something like that.
Yeah.
So a girl can't be bricked up.
No.
No.
We don't have the
We don't
anatomy
have
for
the
that.
anatomy for that.
Bro, you have the feelings for it though.
We got
the feelings are different though. We can have all the feelings and still walk into any room and like and be like you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know.
But that could be. Never mind. I'm gonna stay quiet. I ain't going down that road.
I think
got the feelings for
the
it,
next
though.
things is we have like some festivals that happen in October around the world. So if Josh maybe wants to pull some of those up. Brick
Festival.
That brick has a hole in it.
Some do.
You see, that's a female brick.
Oh, okay.
So we have the Obon Festival in
Japan.
In Japan. So it's a time for families to come together and honor deceased relatives, kind of like the similar of Dia de los Muertos in Mexico.
Obon?
Yeah, the Obon. I'm pronouncing it probably wrong. So lanterns are lit and placed on rivers to guide ancestral spirits back to their resting places. Bond dances are performed and offerings are made at family altars, and it's a time of reflection, gratitude, celebration of the eternal bond between the living and the departed.
There's a what?
Yeah, so it's
This is the one I know.
Yeah, it's like Dia de los Muertos,
The Day
or
of
the
the
Day
Dead.
of the Dead. Is like a vibrant, and heartfelt celebration where families create elaborate altars adorned with marigolds, candles, and offerings of food. That's kind of like how they decorate it. And this tradition is dating back to the Aztec times because when the colonizers came, they kind of mixed Aztec tradition and Catholic tradition in one. And yeah.
You could tell that she joined
A
a
sorority.
Spanish sorority. Because now
I think she's in school.
Is
No, I
Lo
I'm
Dia
very
la Muerte.
educated.
Lo Dia la Muerte. You know, I haven't seen that
Dia
in
de los
20
Muertos.
years.
I could sing the Puerto Rican national anthem. That's how
You're
much
not even Rican. I can't even do
because my
that.
line sister's Puerto Rican, so I had to learn it. She had to learn
Your
the Haitian.
sister's Puerto Rican.
My line sister. The
Your
person-
line sister.
is Puerto Rican, yeah.
Your line sister?
My line sister.
Line. That means that you're in line with her? Is
That means
English?
we're in the same group together.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I've been to Puerto Rican for all my life. I don't know that song.
Does this-
She had to memorize it.
Does your sorority charge as much as the other sororities?
No, but it's still pretty hefty. But like it's like that's what you cost to be in it. But it's only once a semester, so that's why I'm getting a job to pay for it.
It's once a semester what?
You pay.
Once as you pay. So like some.
You got to pay to join a gang?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, you
That's
should
what they
do
pay
that.
Their fees, their dues.
Look at Freddie. He's like, I want to start a
There's
gang. They'll
money
pay me.
involved?
There's a lot of money. Some are like 5,000 to 10,000 a semester in some schools. Like a semester.
What? Semester?
Yes, and
All
like
right, we're
and
going to
like
start
in
our own
Alabama,
sorority.
it's
We're gonna have
5,000 a
a
semester.
Can I have women and men in the same frat?
Like the men
You
and
can have
women, they're co-ed, but they're usually like business sororities or like something like that. But like some, like in the big schools, sororities are expensive. Like that's why it's kind
So
of
why
it's
would
classes.
you pay to join friendship? I don't get that.
It's more than friendship. So a lot of people, they do it for the social aspect of it, which is friendship. But then also everybody who joins that sorority is usually it's connections
What
because you
kind of
have
connection?
alumni. So like people who join them are usually more affluent, especially like the richer ones, because it is kind of classist in a way because you have to pay so much money. So you know the people in your sorority, they're business owners, they're doctors, they're X, Y.
So
it's
you
for
think all of that
networking.
is coming your way because you're part of that
It
organization?
is. It's networking. You learn professionalism. You learn a
To
lot.
be
Like
continued.
sororities, even though like they're seen as like social things, they're really meant to build people's up. Like it also gets, it's better on your resume and stuff.
So
Like,
do you want to start a business fraternity?
you
I don't
can.
care as long
They
as
have
it's
this a lot.
$5,000. I'm sorry.
And you get paid.
I don't get paid. They charge the kids.
Yeah, they charge
See,
the
I
kids.
couldn't do that because I think that's just.
At a lot of other schools, you like live in a sorority house, and that's where all the fees come from because all of your meals are paid for, your living expenses, utilities. It's like rent, but you live in that frat house. At FAU, we don't have frat houses, so the fees
We're not
go
allowed
down.
to.
So if I
Or,
had like 15 mattresses all over the place, I got one toilet.
That can count because they pay for it. They pay the dues. They pay for their
Yeah.
the mortgage.
You're turning this into a B&B fraternity house.
Why not?
What was it? Remember the movie where actually the woman went back and she was like the
house
house
bunny?
mom, the house bunny?
That is the funniest movie ever.
Freddie can be the house
There you
dad.
Chug.
That would be Freddie
No,
as the
so
house
frat
dad.
houses, yeah, they're allowed to have
What the
parties.
hell
Sorority
is this
houses
swallowing?
aren't. That's
Beer
why.
pong?
Yes.
Yeah. You've
He's
never
funneling
funneled?
it.
No, I never
Yeah.
funnel. I don't like funneling. Why take beer, put it in a straw in a bucket, and have it splay area? I'd rather put it in a glass and just drink it.
It just goes down fast.
No, there's no such thing as
This
fast.
one, Christmas tree over there, she looks all innocent over there, but yet
Okay.
she's the first at the tailgate party. She knows it goes down faster. She's got all kinds
I
of things
want you to
going
get
on.
me a shorty, 45. I want you. Let me see how funnel much you can funnel. If you can funnel a 45.
I'm not good at it.
Like that.
You gotta love it. You
That's
guys are hilarious.
hilarious.
We got more?
I think there's one more. Is there one more, Josh? Should I send it? It's greens for
And there
Ireland.
it is.
Oh, this isn't one, but this is just a fun fact about like something positive to just like end off our day in. Like an Australia town planted over 10,000 trees to kind of grow the biodiversity. So I feel like with all the negative stuff in the world, like so there's some positive things that are happening for the environment. So I feel like that's just like a nice thing to like remember that like there's still good in the world and people are still planting trees and doing well.
We could go to Christmas Tree's house. She has 40 acres.
Would you rather have a pet kangaroo or a pet tiger?
Kangaroos, like they're really strong. I feel like people don't understand. They're like buff and they will fight you. Like they
They'll
can
beat
be
you
sweet.
up and kill you.
They will. Kangaroos
So
are
will a
like
tiger, it'll eat you.
What would you rather have, a kangaroo or a tiger?
A monkey.
I know.
I want a monkey.
I think I'd rather have a kangaroo. Because then, you know, they need.
No, I don't want a kangaroo. They take a dump all over the place.
You can
So
domesticate
do tigers.
anything if
You can
love it
domesticate.
enough.
Well, like a wallaby. People have pet wallabies.
Yeah.
A wallaby.
It's like a small kangaroo. It's a
They're,
kangaroo.
they're like little babies.
There's
A-
nothing
a
about a
wallaby.
kangaroo I find cute.
And do you know koalas are born blind?
They are. I know they have a lot of. Oh, that's another.
It's
they have a
kind
lot
of cool,
chlamydia.
right? I know. If you on Saturday mornings, once my Saturday morning show then turns into this whole nature channel, so I've learned a lot about animals on the kids TV network.
I want a monkey.
My friend's friend had a kangaroo from the black market and he got loose on the I-95.
Oh.
All on the news.
Wait, have the mic with you. Say that again. Yeah.
His friend had a kangaroo from the black market.
My friend's friend bought a kangaroo from the black market and then they got loose and like on the 95 or something like that and they had to take him back. And he went through all this like paperwork or whatever, but they had to take the kangaroo away from him because they're not domesticated.
That's crazy.
And you know, he couldn't go after the kangaroo because he was going to end up serving 5 years for bringing an illegal animal into the country. Oh, look, it's my kangaroo. It ain't my kangaroo.
Yeah. I mean, you can't admit it once it's been found.
Nope.
You ready to wrap this up?
No, we're going to, I
I
want
got to
to,
ask you guys, how was your pizzerica?
Delicious. It's amazing.
You wanna
And
show the
they're
box?
So big and huh?
this is a great picture. Josh, I
the
want
pizzerica
this
box
picture.
looks great.
I want you to keep this picture. I love it. What you say?
It's on your phone.
Oh, I love that picture. Also, before we end, there you go. That's what I want, a monkey to walk to walk Josh's dog. Bubbles. That's Michael Jackson's chimpanzee. Get your tickets for the J.C. Dreesen concert November 10th. Go to events.amp2.tv or go to Eventbrite because you can get it either or.
Either way.
Either way, because we're going to leave you with a little something from JC.
All right. Have a great night, everyone. Stay safe. Be kind to each other. We'll see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. drive time.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
This a world. Hit it, baby. Come on. Woo!
Friday night and the lights are low, looking out to the place to go, where to play the rock music, get me to swing. You gonna look for good. Come on up here. Anybody can be that guy. Night is young and the music's high. With a bit of rock music, everything is fine. You're in a mood for dance. Woo! And when you get the chance, you are the dancing queen, young and sweet, only 17. Dancing queen, feel the beat of the tambourine. Oh yeah, You're a tear, so you turn them on. Keep them burning and then you're gone. Looking out for another, anyone will do. You're in the mood for dance. And when you get the chance, you are the dancing queen. Young and sweet on this 17. Woo! Dancing queen, feel the heartbeat of the tambourine, oh yeah. And you can dance, you can jam, having the time of your life. Ooh, ooh, see that girl, watch that scene, taking the dancing queen.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.